Halo kawan-kawan, pada saat ini saya akan membagikan video bagaimana survival di padang pasir. Yang pertama dengan cactus ridge atau cara mencari makanan. Nah, ini coba kita perhatiin. Ini bolanya ini lagi menunjukkan bahwa di depannya ada tanaman kaktus, ini di padang gurun. Kemudian bagaimana yang kita manfaatkan sebagai bahan makanan saat kita mempertahankan diri atau survival di jauh atau di padang pasir. Tonton videonya. Nah, pada awalnya dia akan mengambil ranting ya. Mengambil ranting sepertinya untuk mengambil buahnya ya, kayaknya iya betul sekali, untuk mengambil buah di pohon kaktus tersebut, karena di kaktus tersebut penuh dengan duri, makanya sangat hati-hati sekali. Kemudian dia setelah mengambil, langsung dia ambil buah yang merahnya itu, dia panggang ya kayaknya ya. Nah, seperti ini. Nah, mungkin kita menunggu beberapa waktu. Setelah itu kita dinginkan seperti video di sini.
So a little bit of smoke to kind of get these flies out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skin this.
Nah, setelah itu baru dipotong kulitnya ya. Nah, itulah isinya seperti isi buah naga gitu ya. Nah, inilah hasilnya setelah matang, dingin, dan kalau dimakan. Nah, itu bijinya persis seperti buah naga. Ya, lumayan untuk survival, untuk mempertahankan diri di padang gurun. Ini satu contoh ya, untuk bisa ditiru oleh rekan. Kemudian yang kedua kita lanjut, yucca flakes. Nah, ini pohon yucca itu seperti ini, dia seperti ini batangnya, kemudian itu buahnya ya, bolanya lagi menerangkan. Nah, itulah batangnya itu dari bawah ke atas. Wow, sangat luar biasa sekali. Ini memang tanaman-tanaman ini adalah tanaman-tanaman yang ada di padang gurun ya. Nah, itu seperti bunga itu juga kita bisa makan ya, tidak jadi masalah. Nah, seperti yang ditunjukin oleh dia. Nah, ini lumayan untuk mempertahankan isi perut kita agar tetap kuat untuk barangkali melanjutkan perjalanan atau sebagainya. Nah, itu bijinya atau sorry, itu buahnya ya. Dia mulai petik. Oke. Nah, itu buah itu sepertinya hampir sama dengan buah belimbing ya. Itu yang buahnya sudah kering. Di dalamnya juga ada biji. Nah, setelah diambil otomatis sama seperti tadi kita panggang juga. Itu kemungkinan besar karena di padang gurun ya, otomatis pasti ada dahan-dahan kayu yang mudah terbakar, jadi tidak susah. Nah, bila mana kita menemukan tanaman tersebut, kita ambil buahnya, lalu kita panggang kurang
Over
lebih
to the
seperti
side,
ini.
so they're still cooking, but they're not getting burned. The wind is causing
Mari
this
kita
to
dengarkan penjelasan
the flames
sama-sama.
just like a little too much. So I'm sure that they're still not ready yet. So just moving them off to the side a little bit.
Ya, dia panggang seperti
So they
panggang
can cook.
memanggang pisang ya, atau singkong gitu. Nah, setelah itu
Hit woodsman signal panel.
mungkin ya bisa saja namanya kita survival ya. Kita pergi ke suatu tempat ya, pasti kita juga melengkapi hal-hal yang perlu kita bawa. Nah, seperti contohnya ini minimal kain ya, untuk alas, untuk meletakkan makanan yang telah kita masak. Contohnya seperti ini, dia meletakkannya di bawah sambil menunggu dingin kayaknya ya.
Now, I always carry a grill with me. Just makes things a lot easier, a lot more simple. If you want to see something a little bit more primitive, a little bit more, old-fashioned, check out Bob Hansler's video on cooking yucca. He uses a rock oven, a stone oven, and it's really awesome. Okay, so it's lunchtime. These are cooled off enough.
Nah, setelah udah dingin kira-kira atau hangat ya, bisa langsung dimakan. Wow, luar biasa.
Now, if you get them early enough, these eventually become seeds. These should be white. If they start looking black underneath, then they're probably pretty old already.
Memang buah itu tidak semua
Something like
orang
cross between
favorit atau orang
bell
suka,
pepper and green
tetapi
chili.
untuk mempertahankan hidup di
It's
padang
not
gurung,
bad. It's not delicious either, but
bagaimanapun
it's
kita harus maksimalkan
definitely worse things to eat
menggunakan
out there.
makanan yang ada.
One of the reasons why I always carry a
Mungkin tadi
backpack.
dari perbekalan yang kita bawa,
always
mungkin
carry
barangkali
some
kita bawa apa namanya,
spices on me.
semacam
Makes things infinitely easier.
garam atau
So salt.
bumbu-bumbu begitu. Nah, seperti ini. Nah, di
And
buah
some
ini juga kita bisa
cayenne
campur
pepper
ya,
this one.
agar rasanya lebih
Add a
enak.
little bit of spice
Nah,
on here.
seperti ini. Rekan-rekan lihat. Kayaknya
Lots of carbs.
kalau kita lihat, wah ini sekali
Lots of
nih,
fiber.
sepertinya.
Would I take this over a steak dinner at Logan's? No. but food is food. When you're trying to live, so you're living off grid, or you whatever the case may be, yucca fruit is a staple. Has been a staple for.
Nah, yang ketiga dengan yukarot ya, atau bisa kita katakan
What's up, everyone? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me.
sebagai
Today we're going to be talking about
sebuah
desert hygiene.
sabun
Now, have you seen this plant in our past videos before plenty of times? It's called the yucca plant. This one in particularly
Nah,
is
ini tanamannya
called
lagi
silk tree yucca. Now, we've seen us make
namanya
food out
yucca
of
rata.
flowers and the fruits. There are foods like
Rekan-rekan, bila
bagels
mana
roasted.
nanti
You've seen
ketemu
us make porridge out of these
seperti
spines
ini,
right here. And
yang harus diingat ya, ingat cara pemakaian atau penggunaan tanaman tersebut seperti ini. Nah, pertama kita gali setelah kita menemukan. Nah, berarti yang kita ambil adalah batang paling bawahnya atau
tough plant,
umbinya kayaknya ya. Nah, itu
this is what we're
setelah
after, the root.
mencabutnya
It doesn't look very special now.
dan cara
Once
menggali
you
terlebih
rinse it off,
dahulu.
you see that it's very bright white underneath, and you can already feel the moisture.
Nah, dia udah potong batangnya, sekarang tinggal umbinya atau batang dalam tanah setelah
outer bark is
dikupas.
pretty tough.
Kupas secara pelan-pelan, kemudian ditumbuk juga. Ya, mungkin maksud dari ditumbuk ini agar air ya lah ya bisa keluar atau nah, itu kan.
Even if you don't have water available for you right now,
Jadi setelah
water
nanti
supply,
kita mungkin
you could
masuk di
just
air,
use this as is. It's not
Sehingga
going to be as effective like
getahnya
regular soap. It's not going to be as
atau air
effective
dari
as
batang
when you actually
tumbuhan
mix
tersebut yang
water.
telah kita ambil kemudian kita tumbuk bisa
What an
dicampur di
chance it'll
situ
do.
sehingga bisa bermanfaat.
Check that out. now this will do just fine. Now, in case you have more time on your hands, you're going to be here a lot longer. You can actually just pulverize this down to a powder. We're not going to do that. But just so you can see it working now.
Nah, setelah kita selesai tembus, kita mungkin ambil air, letakkan di apa namanya semacam baskom. Kemudian batang tadi yang telah kita tumbuk itu kita campur dalam air ya seperti ini, sehingga getahnya itu atau air yang ada dalam umbinya atau batang tersebut bisa bercampur dengan air yang telah kita sediakan, sehingga air tersebut bisa dimanfaatkan.
And how I was saying earlier, to pound it down to release a lot more of the chemical substance. Check this out. Squeeze it.
Nah, itu dia.
So I can read this several times. Now I can let it dry out, and then later, or as I said, you can just pound this down to powder and then use it that way as well. But really good stuff. Really clean. Smells good.
Nah, pemakaiannya seperti itu ya. Nah, baru kita ambil kain. Berarti kegunaannya semacam sabun atau pembersih muka. Nah, coba lihat itu langsung bersih sekali. Ya. Ya, seperti tisu basah ya. Tuh, daki-daki, kotor-kotoran tuh bisa langsung bersih. Nah, ini sepertinya tanaman ini berguna untuk kebersihan ya, yang bisa dimanfaatkan. Barangkali kita penuh lumpur atau bagaimana, sehingga tanaman seperti ini kita manfaatkan dengan air yang sedikit. Nah, ini dilanjut dengan tanaman yang telah ditunjuk di gambar seperti ini. Nah, ini dia diingat-ingat rekan-rekan, setelah itu dipotong nanti dari rantingnya. Nah, seperti itu.
Okay, so we're back here. I went ahead and rinsed out that water, threw it out, dried it out.
Gunaan dari
Now we're gonna mix it, get some more water.
Daun tersebut tadi adalah punya pengganti dari brus. Nah, coba dilihat seperti itu.
Now reason why I say that it makes a great little scrub. To scrub yourself like this.
Nah, tanpa campur lain-lainnya.
It can help
Kita langsung ambil, kemudian kita
but
langsung
also one of the very plants like in the desert that doesn't have some thorn or spine, out to get you. So it's not the softest of plants, not lighty, but at the same time not exactly uncomfortable either. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to get cut from it. So really good plant. And though it doesn't have a strong sud as the other one, the yucca root. Sometimes if you notice, you'll see a couple of suds in there as well. So another good little plant. I would use them in combination. I would get some of the yucca root, put it in there, and then I would use this as a scrub in case you don't have a towel or a bandana. But it works very well. This plant is just so abundant out here in the American Southwest. The Spanish called it la gobernadora, which is the governess, because it just goes everywhere, and it actually impedes the growth of other plants through its root system. So it's a little greedy for water. Like that. And once again, it gives this very beautiful desert rain smell. In fact, I have a little bit of a confession, guys. I don't have a sense of smell, so I'm completely nose blind. I don't know whether it's faulty genetics or some kind of childhood injury I long forgot about. So I cannot smell anything at all. So I've been trying to work on this video for a long time, but I needed a lot of volunteers. And what do you think about that? How do you smell that? And through those experiments, I've come to realize that ladies love this smell. I mean, it is just a crowd pleaser with the girls. So I love the smell of desert rain. And I actually started taking this home now, and I'll actually like wet it a little bit and have it in my house. So it starts giving this pleasant smell. I'll do it in my truck. I even have this in the tub in my bathtub at home. So I'll just give it a little after rinse when I'm done showering. So big fan.
Nah, itu dia modelnya seperti itu.
A second use for this plant, guys,
Nah, itu
is
juga
it's a
kalau
natural
kita
repellent
kering,
for insects. I don't know if you noticed earlier, there's just bugs all
langsung
around us, guys.
udah
But
terbakar.
bugs hate it. The wax that these leaves are
Yang
coated in,
sebagai
when you burn it, it just
apabila
makes
ada
this oily,
dingin gitu,
greasy fire, and they cannot stand it. In fact, it's also known as greasewood because of
itu
that.
sebagai
So just to demonstrate,
perapian. Nah, coba
Light
dilihat.
that up.
Nah, itulah contohnya.
let's put this baby right here.
Mungkin kalau banyak nyamuk misalnya. Nah, ini tanaman
Check
ini
that out.
bisa kita manfaatkan karena dia mengeluarkan asap, sehingga asap tersebut nyamuk-nyamuk tidak mau dekat.
Well, guys, that's about the conclusion of this video. We're about to run out of sunlight, so I'm just going to make this brief. I really wanted to come back and talk about the yucca root. Once again, we talked about it about 2 years ago in that SOG folding shovel review, but a lot of people that weren't interested in watching a review of a shovel, it kind of went past them. So I wanted to just come back and elaborate it on a little bit more. There's a couple of videos also with Bob Hazard talking about it and his daughter 3 Outdoors as well. So in case you still have any questions, check them out as well. And then I wanted to talk about the creosote plant because I absolutely adore this plant. It's actually used almost daily for me. I still want to talk about a lot more of desert hygiene, guys, because hygiene is extremely important and something that's extremely overlooked. It's easy for us to get excited about, knives and hunting and stuff like that, making fire. But hygiene is extremely important. You're more likely to die from some bacteria or some disease than you are from like a rattlesnake out here, realistically. So I'm still going to try to talk about this more as I go. Once again, I can't smell, so it takes me a little longer to do that research. But if you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time in another video.
Nanti untuk source of video kami akan tampilkan di deskripsi. Thank you.